Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee Dee, and today we're gonna do a get ready with me video. I'm trying to film some content for you guys. I'm gonna try to bake today for the first time. Let me know if you like it. And I won a giveaway recently with these lashes, so I wanted to try these also. Guys, I've been breaking out like really bad. What's even worse is that I pick at my face. I change my pillowcases once a week. Like, this side of my cheek is cursed. I am working on clearing my skin. I'm jumping in by priming my face. I put a couple of dollops on my face, brush up my brow. This brow always struggles. I realized that the wig life really just genuinely was no longer for me. Wig life was really hard. I could not upkeep that lifestyle. It's a whole lifestyle. So props to all you bad bitches out there making it happen. Anyway, so to fill you guys in with what's going on with me in terms of my locks specifically, I started the 2-strand twist locks, but then because I did a tapered cut on my hair, it kept unraveling. And I decided to do the lock reattachment myself. No. Before I even decided to do a lock reattachment myself, I found a Loctitian within my area that was doing lock extensions for people. I almost got scammed, but I reached out to this lady, and guys, I love this foundation. Like, if you just take a quick look, it just, ooh, the lighting, it just blends in like seamlessly and gets rid of all of your blemishes. I reached out to this lady because I wanted to get a new set of lock extensions, and I was hoping that she would be like a good source. Like, I know a couple of people who have posted her within the lock community. So I reached out to her, and she requires a deposit. Her consultation was like $25. It wasn't anything ridiculous because she wants to see your hair, your texture, etc. So I met her up, and she was working on some of these lock extensions. I was like, okay, this is a good sign. We started talking. She looked through my hair. She saw the texture and etc., the length, and she's like, okay, I can do your lock extensions for you. Mind you, this is me consulting with her in I want to say October, and she didn't have any availability to, I want to say, January. And as you guys can see, 2 pumps of this foundation goes a long way. She did a consult for me. She told me what the price would be. It's kind of on the pricier side, but because I really kind of just wanted my locks back and I was going through the motions, I was willing to pay. She said she would require a deposit from me. But what didn't make sense is, although I had seen her in October, she said she wouldn't be able to have the locks ready or install the locks until February. I'm like, sis, how does that work? Like, so I'm gonna pay you now, and then you won't be able to do my hair until February or ending of January. It just didn't make any sense for me. So she wanted me to pay her, but she wouldn't be able to do my hair until February or January. But me, like a crazy person, decided to, you know, agree to this. I'm like, that's kind of pricey. Like, is that your norm? And she's like, yeah. My dumbass, without even thinking of it, because I'm trusting of people sometimes, I decided to send her the money. So I go onto my account, into my Zelle. She's like breathing over my shoulder. I'm like, okay, no. Let me just step outside really quickly to send her the money. Well, for some reason, Zelle wasn't working. She either accepts Cash App or Zelle. And then I tried to send it to her one time. The Zelle denied it. Y'all, God is so good. He was looking out for me. Then I tried to send it to her a second time, and Zelle literally locked me out of my account. It says you need to call your account, whatever, and your bank and try to figure it out. So I was like, okay, now I gotta call the bank. And I went back inside and I told her, I was like, hey, my bank is not letting me send you the money for some reason. Maybe because you're not in my contacts. Let me add you to my contacts and then call them and let them know that me and you are doing like a transaction, like a service transaction. And she said, okay, whatever you gotta do, just make sure you tell them that you know me and that we're acquainted. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, you just gotta tell them that I'm somebody that you know and you can trust. And I'm like, but I don't know you. I don't know who you are. But I'm like, okay, sure. So I step outside and I call my bank, and as I'm talking on the phone to the person who first picks up, they're like, oh, we gotta transfer you to the fraud department. What? I'm like, hold up, the fraud department? I'm like, why? I'm not committing any fraud. And they're like, well, no, there's just more to the story, but let's just connect you to the fraud department, and then you'll be able to talk to somebody who can explain a little bit more. I'm like, cool, just give me over to who I need to talk to because I'm trying to get my hair done. Like, I still have no red flags. Like, I've been having little red flags, but I wasn't thinking much of it. I started talking to the person from the fraud department. They basically were like, oh, I know I'm not supposed to say this over the phone, but this person has been blacklisted by Zelle. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, they've been blacklisted for saying they're gonna provide a service to somebody and the people will send them like a deposit, but they never actually complete the order or like do the service. Yeah, so they're like, oh yeah, they've done this before to several other people. I'm literally like, wow, thank you for telling me. She's like, yeah, I'm not even supposed to tell you, but what kind of service is it? And I was like, oh, I was just gonna get my hair done. She's like, yeah, no, we don't suggest you using Zelle for services like that. They're like, well, if you pay someone through Zelle, there's no way that we can guarantee that we can get your money back after you've sent it to them, because you sent it to them off your own free will. And then they're like, do you know her? I was like, no, I don't, but she told me to tell you that I know her and that she's somebody that I'm very familiar with. They're like, that's how Zelle confirms. Like, if you say, oh, this is like my cousin or somebody I know, then they'll be like, okay. But if it's somebody you really don't know and this is like your first time meeting them and it's just for a service, then I suggest you either doing a transaction via money order or some other form. Then I went back inside and I asked her, would you accept a money order or like some other form of payment? And sis said no. She legit just said no, I only accept Cash App or Zelle. She said, okay, well, you can just give me cash. And I'm like, and will you be able to provide me a receipt? She's like, well, I don't really have receipts, but I can send you an appointment confirmation via text. What does that even mean? I literally just like was like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. She probably would have scammed me out of my money, because I also wanted my lock extensions to match the natural color of my hair. And she's like, oh, that'll be an additional fee. You can also pay a rush fee if you want to get your hair done sooner than February. And I'm like, yo, you just finding all these little hidden fees left and right everywhere. A lot of people are really just trying to capitalize out here off of people who want to, you know, look a certain way. People think that it's okay to try and scam other people out of their hard-earned money. I think that's something that I hate the most. Like, sis, I work hard for my money. Like, if you say you're gonna do a service, do the damn service. But yeah, guys, that's how I almost got scammed. All right, back to us catching up. I don't know if I told you guys, but I started travel nursing. I'm still an OR nurse, but I'm doing OR travel nursing locally. I think I bit off more than I could chew, because between school and travel nursing, it is hard. Yeah, your girl is tired. So I made the decision recently to stop kind of doing travel nursing. There's more to it, but if you guys want to hear more about my travel nursing experiences locally, I could definitely make a video for you guys. But yeah, I'll be done with school soon and I can't wait, because I think at this stage of my life, I'm just going through so many changes, like realizing what I like, what I don't like, what I want, what I don't want, trying to figure out what kind of life I want to cultivate for myself, what kind of people I want around me, because honestly, people come, people go, and it's the way of life. Like, you can't force yourself on people. Friendships grow, friendships die. Fortify old relationships, let it grow. So anyways, now I'm gonna go on the bridge of my nose. All right, I'm gonna struggle off camera. BRB. These lashes are literally so pretty. They're heavy. I'm not used to big lashes like this, but they're really pretty. I can tell they're like good quality. I put mascara on my lower lashes, so that's what we're doing next. So sorry, my camera died. You really didn't miss much. All I did was put on some lipstick, my NYX cream lipstick in the color London. I love this. Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you like this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know if you want to see more of these get ready with me videos, because I enjoy filming them.